Okay, cool. We live. Okay, y'all. So y'all read the title. Today is You're Unemployed. Now that you're unemployed and you lost your job, we don't got time to be stuck. Okay, let me tell y'all, we're not waiting around for no options. We about to get this money now. Okay, how we gonna do that? Listen, you have to be strategic. That y'all, I've been seeing so many, it's almost like you can feel the vibration. I don't know about y'all, but you can feel the vibration. Am I hiring? I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. You gotta watch the whole video. Okay, you can feel the vibration of the air. And every time you go outside, you look, you might see a now hiring sign. For the longest of time, I just been feeling like people not really hiring. And even if I were to submit my application in, right? You know how people were saying here on TikTok that like they put like 1,000, people were saying they were putting in 1,000 applications in. I was like, what? I was like, y'all, it's not that serious. You don't need to put in 1,000 applications. I'm telling you how it's not that serious. Okay. You got to flow with the video. It's not that serious. You don't need to be putting in 1,000 applications. I remember I was on TikTok. I love TikTok because people talk about real life situations and what's actually going on with life right now, and how so many people was like, and it was even a dude that was on TikTok, and he was like, it was like a Caucasian boy. I think he was about like 20 years old, and like he was like, I'm about to crash out because I can't find no job. I applied to like 50 different jobs and I keep getting rejection letters. Then the other day, I was on TikTok and this girl was like, I got kids and this and that, and these jobs aren't hiring. And she said, if I get another rejection letter, I'm just about to spaz the F out. Okay. It's too many people that are relying on the system to get them hired. It's way too many people that are relying on the system to get them hired. I said this in one of my other YouTube videos, just so y'all know. YouTube is my main platform. Yes, I'll go on to TikTok, but YouTube is my main platform. Okay. So let me not lose focus what I'm saying. So we have to be strategic and we have to think forward and we have to be in motion. When you are constantly sitting still and waiting for these jobs to get you hired, you're allowing for somebody to be in approval of you. You are allowing someone to be in approval of you. Why do y'all sit here and y'all wait for society to approve of you? You don't need society to approve of you. You don't need a broken system to approve of you. If all y'all sat up here on TikTok and said, for the longest of time now, they're not hiring. I'm getting so many rejection letters. People are saying they're going through somebody said he wouldn't go past round 6 for an interview process to get a job. 6 rounds? No. No. My threshold, my personal threshold to go through rounds of an interview, my personal threshold, not what society, but 2. I'm not going on more than 2 rounds for a job. I just won't do it. It's not that serious to me. Yes, I do have bills. Yes, I do have obligations, but it's not that serious to me. I'm going to tell you why it's not that serious to me, right? Yes, y'all being able to pay, your bills and for your children or for this or for that, for you to stack up for all these other reasons why you need money, okay? I'm going to tell you why it's not that serious. So, like we said, jobs right now are not hiring. The opportunities are not knocking at your door. So it's time to stop waiting and start building. Now, hustle culture, right? I can't talk. Hustle culture is like, I'm gonna tell you, you gotta flow with me. Hustle culture, right? Everybody tells you to take something and to flip it. Is that not what they tell you to do? Is that not literally? Just think a hustle culture, like period. If you don't got no money right now, and you're like, damn, how am I about to get? How about make this money? Okay, it don't matter if you hood or not. Like this is just a concept that I have in the back of my head. This is how my head is wired. Okay, this is how my head is wired. People say you take what you have already and you flip it. So if you are trying to do it the regular way, that you keep putting in these applications on applications, right? You already feel like you have value. I hope you already feel like you have value, right? Because when you're putting in these applications, you're showing these jobs that you are valuable. Okay? When you put in applications in the first place, you're showing these people how valuable you are on your resume. Why do you think you're making resumes in the first place? Because you carry value. Okay? Remember this, because a lot of y'all are getting discouraged that a broken system is not hiring you. Listen, you're upset that a broken system is no longer hiring you. Yet, for you to even get hired, you have to carry such value. So, therefore, you are already valuable. See, when y'all constantly put in these application on application, you let the system discourage you. You're letting people make you stay still and dependent upon them. No, that's not how the real world works. Let me tell you what happens in the real world. Okay? Because in the real world, once you leave your parents' house, this is what we all know in the back of our heads. Once you leave your parents' house and you become an adult, it's up to you to find your way. It's up to you to find your way. Your parents, they might be in the background somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you. So if you're, like I said, you have to know where you stand and where your value is in this life. Let me tell you something. When I was 7 years old, okay, I went to an after school program. Okay. Do y'all remember when folks would come to your school and there will be keynote speakers? And y'all would sit in the audience and somebody would stand forth in front of y'all and give y'all like some cute little speech or something? When I was 7 years old, there was a keynote speaker and he came in front of us and he said these very words. I swear to you, I keep these words in my head from 7 years old. He said, when you walk across this earth, you want to represent yourself as a somebody, period. Therefore, you have to know your value, okay? Therefore, you have to know what you represent, who you represent, and what you stand for, what you stand on. I heard that message when I was 7 years old and it stuck with me. I don't allow a broken system to make me feel bad during unemployment. That's not what I do. You feel what I'm saying? Do not allow people or things or circumstances to make you feel bad. Let me tell you what you do with those feelings. Let me tell you what you do with those feelings. You don't dwell in those feelings. You take those feelings to make you move and push to the next step. You don't sit and dwell. Oh, I must. You making them make you feel like you worthless. You're not worthless. I'm going to tell you what you do with your value. There are things that you know that other people do not know in this life. Okay? There are things that you know specifically that this is why people get this is another reason why people get mad or get jealous, get envious in the third. It's something about you that other people don't know how to do, that other people don't know how to emulate, that other people don't know how to embody, but you know how to do it. So why don't you take that value that you know and deliver it to people on your own merit? Why not? Why are you relying on a system that's broke? They're already showing you that the economy and the society as a whole is disintegrating. It is becoming destructive. It's trying to become destructive to your mind. You're not supposed to allow that to happen. You're not. You have to take that thing. Remember, I said take that thing and flip it. Okay? It's time to stop waiting and it's time to start building. It's time to flip what you have to move to your next move. So, what is the next move? What are we doing next? How are we using our value that maybe other jobs or your life experience, something you did with your friends, something somebody might have showed you when you were younger? Hello? That's why I say go back. I'm a person that's like, okay, go back to your childhood. What did you learn? Somebody showed you something. I'm telling, it could be your childhood, it could be your teenage years, it could be, it don't even gotta be education. It don't even got to be education. I'm trying to tell you. It could be any freaking thing that you know how to do, that somebody in your life probably was like, dang, how you do that? Well, how you do that though? Oh, can you show me how you do that? What was that thing? What was that thing that somebody's like, oh dang, how you do that, man? And they start asking you, like, think of it like this. Even if it's not a particular activity or a particular skill that you think up at the top of your head, somebody done asked you something and questioned you about 1,001 times how you did something. I'm telling you, it's something. Just think about it. Think how people talk to you. Think of how people treated you. Think of the questions people constantly keep asking you. I'm telling you, you're going to discover what you're good at. A lot of people think that they don't have no interest, no talents, no skills, no ability. That's a lie. You're lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Okay? Stop lying to yourself. And that's the one thing. If you're going to build onto something, if you want to make your next move, you have to stop lying to yourself. You have to start telling yourself things that are going to happen. Okay? Start telling yourself things that is going to happen within your presence. Not within your presence, but what's going to happen in the present. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? So people been saying for a while now that jobs aren't really hiring. I literally just got done watching a video. I watched like 2 videos and they were from 2 separate people, right? And one person had like some article in the back of them. I don't know what the article was, but they literally said the job market is frozen. And a lot of people were like, oh, I'm putting in all these applications. Is it me? Is it? No, it's not you. I already knew that the system was broken. I already knew. When too many people came forward here on YouTube, I mean, not YouTube. When too many people came here forward on TikTok, they were all like, oh, I'm putting in all these applications and I can't seem to find a job. All we get is rejection letters. What does that, like, honestly, what does that make you think? Because to me, I was like, it's not these people. Every person that walked across this earth, to me, is valuable, period. Everybody has life experiences that has made them a valuable person, whether if they realize it or not. Okay? People always talk about they don't got interests, they don't got hobbies. Yes, you do. It's something that you know that other people don't know, right? And they want to know the secret sauce. It's something about you that other people want to know your secret sauce. Why you think people like to throw around insults and call folks haters and the third, and people are passive aggressive and everything else? Because it's something about you that they don't know how to do. They don't know how to emulate it, or they don't know how to get certain results that you have. Y'all get what I'm saying? So I want y'all to know and to understand that each and every one of y'all have value. Okay? Because it took me a long time to figure out what the heck I wanted to do. A long time. I'm like, okay, I know how to do this, but like that's just something I know how to do. Right? But then I started seeing that thing different. Especially when I made my coloring book, I self-published a coloring book. I was like, hold on. Wait a minute. Then when I got on YouTube and I showed everybody my coloring book, everybody was in the comments like, oh my God, how did you even do that? I even got a message from this lady and she was like, do you even have a course on that? I don't have a course on how I made my coloring book. I'm going to tell you why I don't have a course on how I made my coloring book. Because I didn't even know what I was doing. I just did it. That sounds crazy. Literally, when you don't know what to do next, as long as you put a foot forward, I'm telling you, God is going to give you the next steps. Okay? He's going to give you the instruction. All right? So many people are crashing out mentally because they're stuck in a game that they're used to playing. You're stuck in a game that you're used to playing. Okay? And I made this video on my channel where I said, you stuck. You going around and around in this dang dong tilt-a-whirl. You on a tilt-a-whirl ride, and all you know is going in a circle. Okay? But internally, you know it's effing you up. Right? So here's the reality. If the doors are not opening, why keep knocking? If the doors are not opening, why keep knocking? Why are you? And they say there's this saying people use where it's like, what is that saying people say? Something about if you do the same thing repeatedly, that's insanity or something like that. Yes, if you're trying to use the same method to try to get your foot in the door, you're causing yourself to crash out. Hello? If you're doing the same thing over and over again, the same method to try to put an application in to garner money, you're going to crash out. That's why they do make that video here on TikTok and was screaming to the top of his lungs because he just could not find a job. But sir, you're already valuable. You're already valuable. Why are you relying on a broken system to make you valuable, to make you deem as valuable? No, you give value to others from your value. Listen, from your value system, or however you think, because other people don't have a value system, or they don't have a value system that gives the results that they want. But you might be the person that knows how to get them from point A to point B. Okay? So flip what you have. So the solution, if you are unemployed right now, like I said, if you grew up in the hood or if you didn't grow up in the hood, the number one concept you need to have in your head is you need to flip that thing. Period. Flip the way that you see yourself. Okay? Flip the way that you see yourself. Don't have society or these jobs, these entities make you feel like you're a nobody. If you started off putting in application, before you even put an application in, they want your resume. Your value is on that resume. Why aren't you taking the things that you have on your resume and using it to your advantage and getting money on your own merit? Yes, you can still look for a job. In the meantime, Bean Tom in the background, smackground, but you need something going right now. Right? You need something going right now. You already have something that's going to bring you income. You already have something that's going to bring you income. You just haven't looked in the right area yet. You always take what you have and flip that thing. So instead of seeing what's missing, you see the opportunity that's in your hand. When they say, listen, when they say, if opportunities ain't knocking, you have to go out there and get it. If opportunities are not knocking, you have to go out there and get it. Okay? And that means getting yourself into position. How do you get yourself into position? You get yourself into position by offering and branding, getting yourself into position with the skills that you already have, leveraging the skills that you already have, leveraging your knowledge, okay, that you already have. It does not, everybody didn't go to school. It don't require you to go to school. That's what I be trying to tell folk. Folk always like, I'm gonna go back to school. I'm gonna go back to school. Liz, let me tell you that. I'm not going back to school. I'm going back to school later, but I'm not going back to school just to make $1. No, I'm not gonna go back to school just to make $1. There are things I already know that other people do not know. Okay? That's going to create assets for them. Listen, you have to believe that you are an asset, regardless if a job hires you or not. You have to believe you are already an asset, regardless if a job hires you or not. You can create income on your own merit, and you have to believe that. And how are you going to believe it? Because you're going to position yourself to get that said income. Okay? So what you need a new mission and you need a new outlook. You need a new mission, you need a new outlook. If you take what you have and you flip that thing. So let's say if somebody were to insult you at this moment, you look at the insult and you take it and you flip that thing, right? So you'll be like, so let's say somebody said, oh, you think you all that, right? Let's just take that for example. So if you take that statement and you flip it and you turn it, what is that person really saying? What they're saying is you bring about a presence that I like, but I don't have. That's what they're saying. So whatever you got right now, if it look negative, you take that negative thing and you flip it. And then you find the new outlook on it. So because you're not getting a job right now, you take your value, the value that you put on that resume, you take that and you flip it and you offer your own services to people. You offer your own services to people. This will become something bigger than just finding a new job. Because let me tell you, I just got done watching a video from this lady. I think her name is Tanya here on YouTube. I mean, not YouTube. I keep saying YouTube. I'm a YouTube fiend. Okay. Here on TikTok, right? Okay. These are some of the things that she said because I've experienced these things. Everybody thinks that the job is the solution. Let me tell you something. Jobs are temporary. It don't matter if you get a new job and they do hire you. Them things is temporary. That's how I see jobs. I'm just going to be honest. That's why I was a person that never took no stuff at no job. Let me tell you. I was not a person that never took no stuff at a job, because the way that I see jobs is that they're temporary. And they know, the people that hire you, they know that it's temporary. They already know this. They already know. They hire you, and they hire you for a temporary amount of time. And so, anywho, back to that lady that I said I ran into here on TikTok. So her name is Tanya. So she started listing off a couple different things too. This is why it's good to start knowing your value and putting yourself into position so that you can take your value, okay, and give it on to others so that others can create assets for themselves. And as others are creating assets onto themselves, they are showing you that you are an asset. Isn't that the point? Isn't that literally the point? When you get a job, you are positioning, you are marketing yourself, you are selling yourself as an asset. That's why they're like, okay, what makes you a great asset to the team? That's what they all ask you when y'all sit in these interviews. What makes you a great asset to the team? Therefore, you are already an asset. So when these jobs are saying rejection, 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 it's not supposed to make you feel like anything. It's supposed to make you pivot. Y'all get this? You have to flip that thing. You have to pivot. You're already valuable. You're already an asset. And you take your assets and you learn how to deliver your assets to others so that they can believe that they are an asset. This is literal marketing. Everyone wants to feel like an asset. Y'all get this? When you are getting yourself in position to freelance, when you're getting yourself in position to become a content creator, right? You're showing everyone that you're an asset and that how they can become an asset, or how their environment can become an asset for them. So I don't want people to get lost in the sauce thinking that they're worthless, thinking that they're stuck. You're not stuck. You need a new outlook. Okay? So, what are we doing if we're unemployed? We are taking our value. We are seeing ourselves as an asset. We are talking to ourselves as we are the asset, right? You don't talk to yourself like, oh, I'm just going to be stuck in this situation. Oh, I ain't going to have no this and that. No, we're not talking like that. You talk as if the money is going to come to you. That's why they say you want to have affirmations and you want to believe in yourself, believe in your mission, believe who you are. Because when you believe who you are and you get yourself into position, you will show up as such. You feel what I'm saying? And this is how people are creating opportunities for themselves. And if you don't know where to start, you're unemployed right now, I got the tools. They've been sitting in my YouTube description box waiting for you. And guess what? The first tool that I offer is free. It's free. So everybody's like, oh, I'm so tired of everybody trying to sell to me. They always trying to sell stuff. I'm not trying to sell to you. The only thing, let me tell you something. I'm not trying to sell to you. I'm trying to get you to see you. That's what I do. I get you guys to see you. I'm not selling to you. I'm not selling to you. I get you all to see you. I get you all to see your value. I get you all to know what is your next steps, even though you are unemployed, even though you are stuck in life, even though you may feel invisible, even though you might feel rejected, because we all have been rejected in some way, shape, form, or fashion in this life. But just because somebody else reject you don't mean you ain't valuable. All right. So your trajectory starts here. I am not somebody who's selling to you. I am somebody that gets you to see you, your value, and how to leverage your skills and start creating your own online presence. Yes, because if you're going to get into position and you're going to be selling your products and your services or just selling your personality, okay? There's a lot of people that say, I don't want to create courses. I don't want to create digital products. You don't got to. You don't, if you don't want to do that, you don't got to do that. But baby, it's something you got to get into position with, okay? And that's you creating your content. That's you creating your content. That's you creating services. That's you creating products, okay? So the first tool that I have, y'all, it's free. Why is my first tool free? How come I'm not charging like everybody else? My first tool is free because I'm giving you guys the first easy access to just test yourself if you're even ready to discipline yourself to even move forward. Are you disciplined enough to even move forward on your own merit? Because let me tell you, when you put yourself into position and you're getting ready for entrepreneurship, you're going to be the only person that's going to move forward. That's why my first tool is free. That's why. Are you going to take yourself serious? Whoo! I'm so passionate about this. I'm so passionate about this. It's not even funny. Okay, so listen. I help people prepare their online presence through YouTube and e-commerce so that they can start positioning themselves for real opportunities, whether that's freelancing, offering services, or becoming a YouTube content creator with a business mindset. Yes, anybody can start a YouTube channel. I know this. Yet, people do not look at YouTube like a business. They look at YouTube like a hobby. They look at YouTube like, oh, okay, it's the weekend. Boop, let me put on my camera, start uploading a video, and then hope to God somebody's going to watch it. No, that's not how you use YouTube. That's not how you don't look at YouTube like a hobby. You don't look at YouTube like your side project, okay? So the first tool that I have, okay, it will help you discover who your audience is, okay? So you're going to take your tool, whomever your tool is for. Let me tell you something. When you do your resume and you go to these certain niches, these certain sectors, these certain entities of jobs, right? Either you're applying to stuff that's in marketing, you're applying to stuff in transportation, you're applying to stuff in warehouse. However, those are already telling you who your audience is. It's already telling you who your audience is. This be easy. Okay? This will be easy for you. So you take all of that stuff that you've written on your resume and you discover who your audience, who wants your services, who wants your products, who wants your personality, who needs your personality right now in their lives to help them move forward, to help them see themselves better, or to help them see their environment in a better light. Okay? That's why you have people who are landscapers. You have people who are roofers. Okay? They help people see their environments in a different light. Then you have coaches, you have mentors, you have teachers, or whomever else. They help you see who you are, how valuable you are. And then YouTube content creators, they might be helping you how to put something together with through tutorials. So there is not one person who cannot do these steps right now, who cannot think on this right now. Okay? So my first free tool is the Align to the Signs Audience Solution template. It is in my YouTube description on every video that I make. It's free. It's free for the free ski, for the free ski. So everybody say, oh, why y'all want to charge? It's free. You're going to see if you even have the discipline to move yourself forward. Because I help aspiring content creators and I help aspiring entrepreneurs who want to build their online presence through YouTube and their e-commerce platform. I am a digital design coach. I help you see you so that you leverage your skill and get yourself into position. This is one thing that I did not realize. I actually started YouTube back in 2011. I got on YouTube for the spur of the moment. I was bored, right? But then I had stopped doing YouTube because I'm like, dang, why YouTube ain't giving me the results that I want? So then I sat down one of these that I was mad. I was mad at F. Okay, I'm trying not to cuss. I was mad as F. I'm like, okay, how come I've been on YouTube learning all these fools? Right? I'm like, how come I've been on YouTube learning all these fools and all these fools surpassing me? So I sat back with myself and I'm like, you know what? I know why they surpass me. Sometimes you be really wondering, like, why are folks surpassing you? You'll be like, okay, wait, hold on. Now, was I really that serious with it? Did I really have intention? Was I really intentional? Did I really have a trajectory? Did I really know who I was speaking to? Was I making videos for a certain kind of people? No. No. I was just doing it sometimes in life. We be doing ish just to do it. We do ish just to pass time. And we're not being intentional. And then we sit back and we wonder why we are where we are in our lives. And it makes you feel like SHIT. Okay? So then you'll look onto other people and be like, why they got what they got? Or you like why are they getting results that I'm not getting? Because they're being intentional. Because they have a game plan. Because they know what they want. Because they know what their objectives is. And they're being very analytical with every step that they take. You have to learn how to be analytical with your life. If you want to position yourself as a somebody and to truly represent that you're skilled or that you're knowledgeable, okay, or that you're marketable, because that's all you're doing when you apply to a job. That's all you're doing when you apply to a job. You're just marketing yourself. So what makes you think that you can't market yourself without a job? Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. Whoo! So my first tool, once again, is free. It's called Align to the Signs Audience Solution Template. It's in every description box of my YouTube videos. It's free. What are you going to do with this audience solution template? What does it look like? Okay, I'm going to show y'all what it looked like. Give me a second. I hope I'm logged in. Hold on, let me see. It's taking a second. Okay, here it is. It just took a little bit. Okay. So, the first tool that I have for y'all, so y'all start looking at life differently. You don't have to have a job to make you feel valuable. You can earn income, especially when you tell yourself and you position yourself and you know what solution you're going to solve. Online. Mm-hmm. This is the free tool. Here it is right here. I hope y'all can see it. This is aligned to the science audience solution template. All right. So it has the instructions, but this is the gist of it. So this is how it looks. So it is, think of it as a 5-point table where you lay out who your audience is. So whatever your niche is, right? If y'all don't know what niche is, it's basically what group of people want your services, want your product, or want your YouTube video, right? Or your YouTube videos, your YouTube channel as a whole, right? Okay, so the first box is the pain points. Okay, you have to know what feeling your audience is feeling on a daily basis that they want to overcome. So for an example, I had used fitness. Or I had did that in the guidebook, not right here. But in fitness, let's say they feel like they're overweight. Okay. So I'm going to use fitness as an example so y'all get this clearer. Okay, let's say your YouTube content, your products or your services is stemmed around fitness and your audience is tired of feeling overweight. Okay? But you want to take it a step further. Okay? Take it a step further besides them being overweight. What does feeling overweight, what is their experience going on in life on a daily basis? Take it a step further than them just being overweight. Okay, so the next box, okay, so we talked about the pain point, them being overweight. So the next one is, what does it look like? So what does that look like for them in their daily lives? Okay, so people might be viewing them, right? Think of how society is viewing them. What does it look like? So when somebody is overweight, people might have, these judgments up against these folks who is overweight. So that makes them feel something internally, not just what they feel internally, but also what is the external making them feel. You're going to write this down for whatever your niche, whatever your audience is. Okay? The third box, like I said, how does it make them feel? You're going to write this in the third box for your audience. Okay? Like I said, how are they feeling this? Like, what does their life look like on a monthly or a daily basis? Like, what are their struggles on a monthly, daily basis? Are they even gaining more weight? Like, is it getting worse? Is their problem getting worse? Right? Okay. So then the next box is, how do we fix this? This is the free tool. How do we fix this? Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all ain't seeing this on YouTube. Hold on. So we got the pain point right here in the first box. The second box is, what does it look like? I have this in the description box, y'all. How does it make them feel is the third box. What does their daily and monthly symptoms look like, right? Are they gaining more weight? Like, how is the situation getting worse? right? For that individual or for this audience. Like, what are they trying to do? Also, that you also want to know what your audience attempts are and why those attempts are not working. Okay. And then lastly, for the last box in the template, right? Here's it is. The last box in the template, hope y'all can see, is what is the outcome that your audience is looking for? What is the outcome that your audience is looking for? So they want to feel confident. They want to, when they lose this weight, they want to feel confident. They want to feel good about themselves. They feel like they can show up differently in the world than what they once felt about themselves. Y'all get it? So the template is helping you line out what it is and how you're going to position yourself. How are you going to speak to that audience within your branding? How are you going to market yourself, your services? You are marketable. You are already an asset. Okay? You're already an asset. Stop relying on these jobs to make you feel like an asset when you're already one. Okay? So this template is going to help you figure out exactly who your audience is and how your skills solve a specific problem and to start positioning yourself online. Okay? So I also have a full playlist on my YouTube channel, right? That tells you guys how to get started on YouTube. I've already made I literally have things that you can get started right away. You have the full playlist of how to get started on YouTube if you want to become a YouTube content creator and how to do it the right way and not use it as a hobby, but to use YouTube as a strategic platform to build your brand and to build your business. Let me tell y'all something as an example. I don't know if y'all ever heard of this guy, but there's a guy here on YouTube that's been on YouTube for a while. And he said that he started YouTube kind of like me. He said that he started his YouTube probably like in 08. I think he said he started his YouTube channel in 08, but he said he didn't take it serious until 2012. He said Tony Gaskins. And to this day, he says, I'm not a YouTuber. He says, I use YouTube. You literally use YouTube to market yourself. You use YouTube to market your products and your services. You use YouTube to market your personality or whatever it is, the audience that you're speaking to. You're marketing yourself as an asset to them. Okay, but you have to use the free template to know how to speak to your audience. Okay, so it's the audience solution template. Align to the signs, audience solution template. It's in my YouTube description box. This is how you know you're going to target the right people so that you're not making content that's all over the place. Right? So a lot of people, they're like, okay, well, I am got to make me a YouTube channel and be a content creator. Yeah, but your content needs to hit the right folks. You don't just want to make content and spew it out and be like, oh, okay, well, I hope it stick to the wall. I hope some people are watching me. No, you're not doing this from hope. You're doing this because you know it's going to work. You're doing this out of strategy. You're doing this out of intention because I was once there. I started YouTube back in 2011. I came back mad. I was like, how come this didn't work? I was not intentional. You have to be intentional with your life. If you want to see results in your life, you have to be intentional. You have to be analytical. You have to keep, what they say, keep your thumb on a temperature or keep your thumb on a thermometer or something. I don't know. Keep your thumb on a pulse. That's what they say. Keep your thumb on a pulse of every little thing that you do here in this life, because the more analytical and the more intentional you become, the closer you will get to the results that you want. Okay? That's how you're going to be intentional. Okay? You're not going to be sitting in unemployment soaking. That's what you're not going to do. Okay? So everything you need to get started is in the link in my description box on every YouTube video. The first tool is free. It's free because you need to be disciplined on who you are and what you want to become and how you're going to position yourself. Are you serious about it? I'm here to help you see yourself. If you can't see yourself for who you are, you're going to be lost. You're going to continue to feel overwhelmed. You're going to continue to feel invisible in life. You're going to continue to feel stepped all over. Okay? We're trying to prevent this, or we're trying to end this. Even if you feel this, we're trying to end this feeling. All right? So you can't wait for a job. Okay? I don't know when it's going to come. Okay? But you need to start creating your own opportunities today. So the choice is yours. All right? I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all got any questions, let me know in the comment section. Okay? If y'all want to know more about positioning yourself and positioning your power, because I've already created a playlist on my channel that shows you guys how to strategically position yourself here on YouTube, okay? You don't just make a channel and be like, oh, okay, people gonna watch me. I hope folks gonna watch me. This is a good video. No, you have to be strategic with it. You have to know who your audience is and why do they even want that video from you specifically? Why do these people want these products that you made up, even if you do want to create a digital asset? Which I could show you how to do that. Clearly, I'm a digital design coach that helps you on YouTube be strategic and helps you be strategic with setting up your e-commerce. Okay? I learned web design when I was 12 years old. I'm just now like, okay, why don't you use that and start helping other people? Because guess what? I'm unemployed. And I'm not afraid to say it. And I got to a point, I was like, you know what? You got to start taking you serious. You have to start seeing your value for what it is, because everybody is an asset, but they forget and they let society tell them they're not an asset. That's where we get stuck. That's why we feel invisible. That's why folks are starting to feel worthless. And they're like, oh, and then so many people are getting laid off. You have to take the free tool serious. You have to take yourself serious. I'm not here to sell to you. I keep saying this. I'm not here to sell to you. I'm here to help you see you. I'm a digital design coach. You design the life that you want to see. I help people see. I help you change your perspective, the way that you see about yourself. That's why I made an affirmations coloring book for creatives and entrepreneurial spirits. This is how I started in the beginning. Those coloring pages in the back, those are the coloring pages in my coloring book. It literally started. How did I start taking myself serious? How did I start seeing myself as an asset? I'm going to tell you. So 2019, this was prior to the pan. I'll call it the pan. Okay, so this is prior to the pan. And I kept experiencing something in my work history where jobs, you know, jobs like to get rid of folks. Y'all know jobs like to get rid of folks, right? So this is what I meant to talk about. Oh, yeah. This is what I meant to talk about. So it's a lady here on TikTok. I'm filming on YouTube and TikTok. So it's a lady here on TikTok. And she said these jobs are pushing you out on purpose. And I realized that. It don't... I'm trying to stutter, but they're doing that on purpose. Especially because AI is here. Please, please. They're doing it on purpose. That's why I was like, that's really, let me tell you something. That's what really put, I shouldn't say that's what really put a fire under my butt, but that's what really put a fire under my butt. When they said AI, okay, look, let me tell you something. See, I pay attention to life itself. Okay, so I kept constantly getting pushed out of jobs. How? Well, one, the pan happened. Everybody got pushed out of a job. The job I had prior to that, somebody bought out the building that we were in and we got pushed out. Okay, then the job I had prior to that, they try to write me up for something stupid. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what the stupid thing was. They try to write me up because I did not want to show up. Ooh, only got so much time on this live. Dang. Only got 4 more minutes on this live. They tried to write me up because I didn't want to come in on Thanksgiving Day. Then the job I had prior, not prior to that, but the job I had prior to the job I just lost, they wanted to write me up because somebody else requested a day off that I needed off. Like, I needed it. Like, if I needed it, I don't care. No, I needed that day off. They tried to write me up for that. And somebody said, I was watching, I don't know if y'all know this person here on YouTube, but his name is Millennial Steam here on YouTube. And he was saying that if your job has a point system, they ready to get rid of you. If your job got a point system, they already ready. So I started to look at jobs temporarily anyway. And the lady here on TikTok, I'm trying to finish this. Lady here on TikTok listed out a couple different things that your job tries to push you out. So when I start seeing all of that, I'm like, okay, yeah, this job market ain't it. So she said, they bombard you with a workload. Okay. They make you uncomfortable and micromanage you. They make it their mission to reduce staff. They change your schedule, which happened to me before. So like a new manager came in and she wanted a whole new staff. And so what she did with the old staff is she reduced it our hours. Okay. And then what else? It says makes new rules to see if some people will comply, and then if the others don't like the rule, then they all leave. They're not trying to keep you. Hello? I need y'all to wake up. They're not trying to keep you. Okay? They're not trying to keep you. AI is freaking here. All right? I really need y'all to wake up. I really need y'all to wake up and start seeing this. The proof is in the pudding. And then also, I remember being 21 years old, y'all. And it was the thing to say to be like, oh, job advancement. Ain't no job advancement. Where's that? Where's that? Tell me. Because I ain't seen it. And no job. Okay? Well, I did get promoted one time. But otherwise that, and they tried to promote me again from that one job when I said I'm finna go. You see? They trying to play games with you. But anyhow, y'all, I hope y'all got what y'all needed out this video. I'll see y'all in my next one because this live about to end. All right. Make sure y'all check out the description box in my YouTube channel, Soul Tree Accessory. Okay. Woo! Come on. All right. So if you serious about taking the next step and you need a trajectory for your life and you are unemployed right now, click in my description box. It's a free tool. All it takes is discipline and knowing that you're an asset. If you don't know that you're an asset, go do this. Go do this. And you'll find out that you're an asset. All right. So get the audience solution template, the free tool, down in my description box. I'll see y'all.